At the end of the 1980s, Doctor Who went through a creative renaissance and seemed on the point of a new golden age, and so the BBC pulled the plug on it. We were told various private movie-making companies wanted to make the TV series, and there was also a lot of talk about a movie. Several years of umming and ahhing later, the movie appeared. Apparently, Sylvester McCoy once said this movie would have worked a lot better if he hadn't been in it. Despite the fact that I would love to have seen another Sylvester McCoy series, especially if it was like season 26, I can't help agreeing, because his only purpose in this film is to get shot and then regenerate. Anybody new to Doctor Who has no time to get to know his character, and therefore has no way of sympathising with him. He is rushed off to hospital, and incidentally everyone in this hospital seems to be of the kind of intellect of people who think that Peter Cook discovered Australia. They ponder over a strange scan photograph which shows two hearts, but it doesn't ever occur to them to redo the scan, or perhaps make use of a little invention called the stethoscope. The new Doctor, Paul McGann, doesn't appear until about halfway through the movie, and after all the usual post-regeneration crisis, he is left with no time to make his mark. Imagine if Castrovalva had been a one-off movie, and then you can see the problem. This feels more like the first adventure in a new series than it does a standalone movie. It's a film where, at the end, we don't know the character at all, which is a shame as Paul McGann has shown that he can be a great Doctor. His one-off companion, Grace, seems completely inconsistent. One minute she refuses to believe anything, the next she believes everything, the next she is back to being sceptical again. This movie features such things as the sonic screwdriver, jelly babies, and the Eye of Harmony. Obviously somebody was trying to please long-term fans, but they did absolutely no research into these things, because the Eye of Harmony now seems to be inside the TARDIS. And perhaps I missed the episode where Sylvester McCoy's Doctor used the sonic screwdriver and started handing out jelly babies. Time Lord technology, it appears, responds much better to human beings than it does Time Lords, which makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. Also in this film we learn that the Doctor is half human, and that he can tell somebody's future and past just by looking at them. It's as if the scriptwriters just wrote down the first silly things that came into their heads. The best thing in this film by far is Eric Roberts as the Master. He at least has the sense to realise this film's a bit duff, and so sends the character up in scenery-chewing glory. At the end of the day, this film's main problem is that it's been stripped of everything that made Doctor Who unusual and bizarre, and is just trying to be like every other TV show or movie. It's basically a bland, generic crowd pleaser. It all looks and sounds nice, yes, but unfortunately the result meant that Doctor Who was back on the shelf for another 9 years.